So this is an example of one, but this is not the first time. Stephen A. Smith said the same thing a couple years ago. He was like, it's not me. This is our anonymous source. And Bobby Marks said the same, it's not me. It's my anonymous source. Colin Cowherd said the same thing, it's not me. It's my anonymous source. But they don't see how much damage that can do. And now I gotta answer questions to like my character and being a child. This is my life. Keep it basketball. Nobody has a problem.
It's that he's just not liked because of his quote, I am better than you attitude. He knows it. It's the same reason he is not as marketable as he should be. That's what an NBA source just sent me. I don't know that to be the case. I like Jaylen Brown. I know a lot of...
Another part of this story really stood out to me, especially because it connects to the ongoing back and forth between Stephen A. Smith and Jaylen Brown. If you've been keeping up with everything surrounding that situation, this next clip gives people even more to talk about. Here, Stephen A. reacts to Jaylen Brown being traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, and some viewers believe he's putting much of the responsibility on Brown himself. The overall message many took away was, I told you this would happen, with Stephen A. suggesting Brown's own actions led to the outcome. At the same time, Stephen A. maintains that he's consistently praised Jaylen Brown and says he's always given him the respect he deserves. Not everyone agrees with that version of events, though. Several fans argue it doesn't match what they believe ESPN has been showing over the last several days, with many calling the network's coverage of Brown a smear campaign. So before we go any further, let's hear Stephen A.'s comments for ourselves and then break down why they've sparked so much discussion.
I will say this, it's nothing about Jaylen Brown's performance on the floor that's got him in trade talks. It's his damn mouth. It's his mouth. It's the streaming, it's the podcast that got them ready to move the needle and get Jaylen Brown out of Boston. You can't trust him. The trust factor is gone. We don't know if you're going to say something. We don't know if you're going to break a secret. We don't know if you're going to tell something that we didn't have in the film study. I'm telling you straight up, the things he said after they got bounced about this being the best season was damn it, basically a shot at Jason Tatum.
We've watched this narrative play out repeatedly. For quite some time, it seemed like the spotlight kept finding its way back to Jaylen Brown, and the discussion around him never really faded. Kendrick Perkins also joined the conversation, suggesting that Brown's decision to be outspoken had contributed to the situation. Some fans came away feeling like the underlying message was that Jaylen Brown should stop speaking publicly and simply concentrate on basketball. That's a big reason why many people believe the coverage went too far and evolved into what they consider a smear campaign. Keeping all of that in mind, let's check out this next clip, where Stephen A. Smith appears to argue that Jaylen Brown bears responsibility for being traded, and then we'll break down exactly what he had to say.
Here is, however, what I have to say to Jaylen Brown. Was I wrong now? We know he's an all-world player. All of this brouhaha that's been made about me and Jaylen Brown, I got nothing against Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's a good dude. Smart as hell, decent people, just coming across as a bit sensitive, that's all right. But he's not a bad person, he's a good dude. All I said after they lost is that you're a champion and an NBA Finals MVP. You cannot be saying that losing in the first round was your favorite season. That's it. That's not a reason for him to be upset or his dad or anybody else to go off. Go back and look at the tapes. I've been nothing but complimentary about Jaylen Brown because he's a stud. He's an all-world player, and he's going to do wonders in the city of Philadelphia. Make no mistake about it. He's that dude. But I wasn't wrong. Nor was I wrong with what I said a couple of years ago when he wore them shirts talking about state your source, because I said, yo, he's not liked. I love how I see these people on over social media now and with their podcasts now, not giving me any credit, but echoing what the hell I said a couple of years ago. He's smart, he's accomplished, he doesn't suffer fools easily, and he's not to be manipulated. He's his own man. And Madison Avenue, figuratively speaking, doesn't like that. Because They don't like someone they view as hard-headed, not realize it's not being about hard-headed, it's about having pride and dignity and intelligence and following your intellect. I was complimentary of him. I was not insulting him. And sure enough, he doesn't make Team USA, but two players in Drew Holiday and Derek White, who both spent 82 games a year deferring to him and Jason Tatum. They made the team, but he did it. And sneaker deals and stuff like that, he got to start his own brand because, you know what, Nike and Adidas and others ain't rocking with him like he wants them to. All the stuff that I've said has been validated. And you know how it was validated? By the fact that he's a Philadelphia 76ers. Because why in God's name you're the Boston Celtics? And you're going to move away from a dude that gave you 28 a night and proved he could be a one option in the event that Jason Tatum is never the same again, even though I believe he will be. Why would you do that? Because you had to get him out of there, that's why. Because you knew in your heart of hearts he wasn't happy with being deferential to anyone. And he wasn't happy with that situation. And he wasn't happy with his name constantly being named in trade talks when he delivers what he delivers for you. 6 conference finals, 2 NBA finals, 1 NBA championship, and an NBA Finals MVP after capturing the Eastern Conference Finals MVP before the age of 30. That's what Jaylen Brown did. The brother's a stud. I like this move for the Philadelphia 76ers. It doesn't bother me one bit.
So, that's how Stephen A. Smith responded after Jaylen Brown was traded from the Boston Celtics to the Philadelphia 76ers. A lot of the reaction has centered on the belief that Stephen A. is steering the conversation toward Brown rather than the other factors surrounding the move. From that perspective, his comments make it seem as though Jaylen Brown is primarily responsible for why the trade took place. That's exactly why so many people have been pushing back against what he said. Those critics believe he's leaving out the broader context and boiling a much more complex situation down to a single conclusion, that Brown was the issue. Whether you see it that way or not, that's the discussion his remarks have sparked.
I could stand up for myself, which I've been doing. You know, I feel like that's a narrative that people have been using for a long time to try to attack me and my character. I could rebuttal. But what I really want to say to this is we got to stop with the anonymous sources chat. Like, I'm tired of these damn anonymous sources. He's like anonymous executive, anonymous source, Colin Cowherd, Bobby Marks, Stephen A. Smith. Anonymous sources is saying anything. I think y'all are the sources. And if not, y'all shouldn't even say it if it's something that's this ridiculous. But we gotta stop. Like, at one point, this is a part of the reason why I started streaming in the first place, because they use anonymous sources to hide behind how they actually feel, or to hide behind things that could be controversial, or to hide behind things that are examples of bigotry. So this is an example of one, but this is not the first time. Stephen A. Smith said the same thing a couple years ago. He was like, it's not me. This is our anonymous source. And Bobby Marks said the same, it's not me. It's my anonymous source. Colin Cowherd said the same thing, it's not me. It's my anonymous source. But they don't see how much damage that can do. And now I gotta answer questions to, like, my character and being a child. This is my life. Keep it basketball. Nobody has a problem. People think I have a problem with people critiquing my performance. Critique my performance all you want. But the line gets crossed. And then they want to act like the line doesn't get crossed. The line is being crossed here. And let's get it. I'll let my work do the talking. I'm ready to get to work this summer. I'm ready to get back in the gym, work on my weaknesses, improve like my mindset, my leadership, you know what I mean? My authenticity coming to Philadelphia. And hopefully all of that is well received. But it's definitely a bittersweet ending. Like I said before, I'm still processing a lot, chat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, got my family, my grandpa, etc. I wasn't thrilled with how the conversation was facilitated. I did feel like it was a lack of respect. At one point it was fine, and out of nowhere it just went left. I definitely think it's more to it. It definitely is more to it. I know Brad is getting a lot of the criticism, but I just wish that more to it could have been explained. I just wish that they had the respect to just tell me exactly what it was, and I would have understood and I would have respected that. But it didn't go down like that. It wasn't facilitated like that. So that was the most disappointing part, because I thought I earned respect in a place that I had built, where I helped contribute to build, and that just wasn't the case. It just wasn't the case. So sometimes it be like that, you know, life, sometimes you gotta smile at it, man. They packed me up. Like, man, they rolled me up, packed me up. Some of the guys have already reached out from the Celtics and stuff like that, some of the young guys and stuff like that, so I appreciate them because it was an honor this year. Still was my favorite season so far. Next year may be different, but this past season was still my favorite season. The guys that I was able to build with, those guys that reached out to me, just told me, Nimi, Luka, all those guys told me it was a pleasure to play with you, and I appreciate everything that you helped me with. So that's the stuff that, you know, that gives you more motivation to keep going. So I'm grateful, and it was a pleasure. If this was my last year, this was my last year as a Celtic. This was an awesome year.
From that point of view, this is why Jaylen Brown's father has publicly said he's been trying to reach Stephen A. Smith. He explained that he wants to meet with Stephen A. in person and ask why he's approached the situation the way he has. Brown's father also said his calls haven't been returned, and the opinion being expressed is that Stephen A. isn't likely to engage with him the way he does with others, because Brown's father wants to confront the issue directly. If you didn't catch my earlier video covering Jaylen Brown's father calling out both Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins, I'll leave a link so you can watch it. It should be popping up on your screen right now. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.